what is the defensive mindset as well going into that game? Because now you know the Detroit Lions is not like a normal team, right? They're gonna go for they're gonna go for almost 80% of the chances, 80% of the time, especially if it's 5 yards and below. So, what is the defensive coach or the defensive player's mindset heading into a Detroit Lions game? And my second question: you're currently tied in the NFL with 7 picks. What clicked in the midst of this season to help you have one of the best years thus far in your career?
Yeah, I think to answer your first question, going into a game, obviously where we know that, they're gonna go for it on fourth down, we just gotta like for this game, like obviously we gotta prepare and be ready for that, knowing that okay, it don't really matter where they're at, like they probably gonna go for it, on fourth down. So we gotta be prepared to play all four downs. So I think, that was something that obviously we knew going into this game. And we didn't do a great job on fourth down this game, but we knew, going into it what it was gonna be.
Mm,
And I think anytime that we face a team that, we know they're gonna go for it on fourth down, we just try to be prepared as possible and know that, we gotta be locked in. Everybody gotta have earmuffs. There's been like even the first game we played them, it was 4th and 7, on the goal line, and they hard counted us and we
mm,
jumped off sides. And that's what that goes back to me saying like we beat ourselves because it was 4th and 7, it was they were in the goal line, we jump off sides. I don't even think they were trying to run a play. And then they get the 5 yard penalty. Next thing you know, it's fourth and, 2 or 3.
mm,
And then, they go for it and they score. You know what I mean? So just it's just little stuff, man, that we gotta be, be on our P's and Q's with. And when we play these teams, we gotta be a lot more disciplined. And we just gotta be ready, for, what they're gonna come out with.
mm.
And then, just speaking on your second question, I think from the start, man, like when I first signed with Green Bay, like my whole mindset was new chapter. And going into the season, I told myself like, it didn't matter what happened, what was gonna happen during the season or whatever the case may be, whatever obstacle it was gonna be, like nobody was gonna get my way and I was gonna have, one of my best seasons of my career. And I prepared that way. I made sure that I was ready to go on every level. Just getting more in tune with the play calls. Getting more in tune with my teammates. And then going out there and playing freely, man. I think that was the biggest thing was just clearing my mind. I think this year has been the year for me where I've had mental clarity and I could just go out there and just completely ball. Like I ain't been worried about nothing but going out there and balling. So I credit that. And then just my work ethic, how I work, man, how like the work that I put in off the field, the work that I put in when I'm, on the field, I just always trying to perfect my craft. And I think that's really been the biggest key for me.
You talked about mental clarity. What do you mean? Like, where in past seasons you weren't as clear mentally like you are now?
Yeah, I think like obviously with the Giants, like man, it was so much stuff going on. Like ever since I had got drafted, just dealing with stuff internally inside the building, dealing with different coaches that were there. Like it was hard for me to like be myself because there was so much other stuff that they was trying to get me to do or stuff that they weren't letting me do. And it was just hard to, go out there and just play freely. I was thinking about everything and not just using my instincts. And since the day I got here, like I felt the love from the coaches. I felt the love from the community, the fans, and the organization itself. And that gave me, it almost gave me my swagger back. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like I feel good here. And from the jump, like I was able to, what I'm saying, make plays off rip. So I think that's kind of what it was from before. Just a lot of stuff going on internally inside the building.